Hello everyone. Welcome to the new session of cultivation practices of onion, tomato and brinjal. So this is the first part of this particular topic. So in this session we are going to study about introduction to onion. So we will see introduction to the crop onion, and then there are different in different states different onion varieties are grown, so that we will see in which state which onion varieties are grown. Then different methods of growing onion, we will see what are the different methods of growing onions, and there will be a nursery management. So for onion growing there is a nursery management program, so that also we are going to study about. Then raising small bulblets for the green onion production, so that also we are going to study. And then there will be a crop rotation and mixed cropping for the onion. So let us start this session. So onion, that is the Allium cepa. This is the scientific name of the onion, that is Allium cepa, and it is an important root vegetables serving as a staple ingredient in many Indian dishes. So this is a very important, and this is a staple ingredients in many Indian dishes, and it is a member of the Allium family, which also includes garlic, leeks and chives. So these are the other plants that also included in this Allium family, right? So Allium is the family of this particular, this is the common name of this family. This garlic, leeks and chives are also belong to the same family. So they are known for their pungent flavor. The onion is having a typical flavor, that is a pungent flavor, and the aroma, it is having a different aroma also, which are caused by the sulfur containing compound. Lots and lots of sulfur containing compounds are found in the onion, and that gives a particular aroma, that pungent flavor. So this sulfur containing compound is very important for this onion. And India is one of the largest producer of onion in the world. So we stood among the top countries that produces onion, and the states of our country that is having the major production of the onion are Maharashtra, Karnataka, Gujarat. These are some of the major onion growing regions. Okay, so what the things are important about the onion? The presence of the sulfur containing compounds in onion, right? The particular aroma or the pungent flavor that is coming out, it is due to the presence of the sulfur containing compounds. And the India is the largest producer of onion, and the states that produce the major quantity of the onion, that is Maharashtra, Karnataka and Gujarat. India produced about 32 million metric tons of onion in the year 2022. So this is the data for the 2022, that 32 million metric tons of onion has been produced from India in the year 2022. And the total area under its cultivation in the 2022 is 1.9 million hectare. If we compare to the land, then it is very less, but if we compare see the production, that is quite high. The demand of the onions in India is high, and the crop is an important source of income for many farmers in the country. So this is one of the very important and one of the major, you can say, the staple crop, right? And the demand in our country, it's quite high, and this is also one of the source of income. Means actually the every crop is having the source of income for the farmers, but this is as an important plant, a staple crop that is giving some income to many farmers. Now let us study about the soil requirement. What type of soil this particular crop is required for its proper growth. So almost all soil types are suitable for the onion cultivation. So this is very good, that any type of soil you are having, you can grow onion. So however, the sandy loam to the clay soil with a good drainage moisture holding capacity and rich in organic matter is considered to be the ideal. But there is some ideality of this particular soil requirement, that is a sandy loam. So if the soil is sandy loam to clay soil, right, so that soil is very good for the growth, or you can say the cultivation of onion. But one thing is very, very important, that the soil must have good water holding capacity. And how to increase the water holding capacity? By having lots and lots of you can say manure in it, right? If you are having the bulk manure, then you can increase the water holding capacities, it can increase the moisture in it, and that can also increases the good drainage. So that is very, very important, that the soil must have a good drainage, moisture holding capacity, and that you can do by adding organic manure in it. So how to add the organic manure? You can add farm yard manure, FYM. So this is about the soil requirement. Now the pH of the soil. The optimum soil pH for its growth is 6 to 7.5. So it is started from the slight acid soil to the slight alkaline soil, right? 6 to 7.5. And the onion is sensitive to highly acidic, saline and alkali soil. So they are very slight acidic and slight alkali. They are not very, like you can say, the highly acidic or saline or highly alkaline soil. They cannot grow in that type of soil. So slight acidic soil or slight alkalinity soil can favor the growth of the onion. Okay, now avoid water logging in the field. If there is a water logging in the field, then that could harm the growth of the crop, right? So this should not be done. That they require a lot of water, a lot of moisture, right? But that is present in the soil, not in the waterlogged condition, right? So we must avoid the water logging condition in the field. Now the different states and onion varieties. There are many states that grow onion every year, right? But every year we see that a specific state growing a particular type of varieties. So if we see the state, okay, major onion producing state, and which type of I mean to say which variety they are growing, right? So here we can see that Karnataka and Telangana, they are growing Nasik red onion N53. Okay, so they are growing this particular variety, Nasik red onion N53. Royal selection onion, this is another variety, JSC Nasik red onion N53. This is another, and this is another. This is the JSC Nasik red onion N53, and this is the Nasik red onion N53. Okay, Prema 178 onion. So these are some of the varieties of the state Karnataka and Telangana. Now, Andhra Pradesh. This is again one of the major producing onion state, major onion producing state. So the variety that they grow, Nasik red onion N53, JSK Nasik red onion N53, Prema 178 onion, Gulmohar onion. Okay, so these are some of the onion variety that are grown in the Andhra Pradesh state. Now, Madhya Pradesh. This is also one of the states that produce lots of onion every year. So again, this Nasik red onion N53 is grown here. Gulmohar onion, Lakshmi onion seed diamond super, Royal selection onion, Rise Agro Maha onion Bhima super seeds. So these are some of the varieties that are grown in the Madhya Pradesh. Now let us see in Maharashtra. Maharashtra is also largest producing, you can say, largest producing state of for the onion. Okay, so in Maharashtra, Nasik red onion N53 is again grown, Gulmohar onion, JSK Nasik red onion N53, and the Royal Selection onion, Lakshmi onion seed diamond super, that is also grown here. So these are some of the varieties of onion that are grown in state of Maharashtra. Now comes the Uttar Pradesh. Again in here, Nasik red onion N53 is grown here. Royal Selection onion, JSK Nasik red onion N53, Prema 178 onion, and Gulmohar onion. So these are some of the varieties of onion that are grown in Uttar Pradesh. Now here we can see some of the pictures of the onion varieties. So this is the Nasik red onion, red color onion. Prema 178 onion. This is the light, you can say orangish. Then Gulmohar onion. Then Lakshmi onion seed diamond super, Royal Selection seed, and the Golden Hill white onion. So here you can see the white color onion. So these are some of the varieties of onion that are grown in the different states. Now, different methods of growing onion. Okay, this for growing onion, this is not only one single method. So there are different methods of growing onion. So onion can be grown in the 3 different methods depending upon the purpose of their cultivation. So there are 3 different methods for the growing onion, and it depends upon the purpose of their cultivation. Why we are cultivating it, it depends upon that. So seed sown in nursery and then transplanting the seedlings in main field. So first of all, the nursery where the seeds are grown, right? And once they are grown, it is transplanted the seedling in the main field. So this is the first type. Now, second type, what we see, raising small bulblets for green onion production. Okay, you all know that this is the bulb of onion, right? Like this, bulbs of onion. And here what we see here when we sow this bulb under the ground, we see that lots and lots of green leafy vegetables comes, leaves comes out from this onion. So basically we want this green color, these green onion, right? So raising small bulblets, we grow this small bulblets to get the green onion production. Third type, broadcasting or the direct sowing. Either we are just directing the direct sowing the seeds into the main field. So these are the 3 different methods. So in this first method, we can see that the seeds are sown in the nursery and then transplanted to the main field. Whereas in the second type, small bulblets are grown in the field. And what is the requirement for that? We required this green onion, this green leafy part, right? And the third type is the broadcasting or the direct sowing. Not sowing in the first time in the nursery and then it is transplanted to the main field. It is directly transplanted to the main field. These are the 3 different methods. Nursery management. So we will see the first type, that is the nursery management, how it is done. Onion seeds are generally sown in the nursery bed. So first we will take the seeds of onion and then it is sown in the nursery beds. Now the preparation of the nursery bed, for that we have to prepare the nursery bed. And how to do that? For 1 acre main field. So this is our main field and here it is the nursery. So what is the area of the main field? 1 acre, and 0.05 acre, that is 200 meter square. So this is the area of the nursery, that is the 200 meter square of nursery area is required to grow onion for 1 acre field. And according to that, we are going to prepare our nursery bed. So this is very important to get an estimate here, that what is the area of our main field, and according to that we will have an area of our nursery field. Apply 200 kg of farmyard manure mixed with 2 liter of trichoderma harzianum, right? So this is the fungi, right? So farmyard manure we are using how much? 200 kg, and the 2 liter of the trichoderma harzianum. At the time of last plowing helps in controlling the damping of root rot, collar rot, and other soil-borne diseases. So there are many soil-borne diseases. So soil-borne diseases that causes damping of the seedling goes down due to the fungal infection, and that is called as damping of root rot. So sometimes the root get rotten. This is again because of the fungal pathogen. Collar rot. So these are some of the very important common type of diseases that occur in the onion, and these are all soil-borne diseases. So to stop that, what we have to do? We have to add trichoderma harzianum of 2 liter in the farmyard manure while adding in the nursery bed. So in this way, we are going to prepare our nursery bed. Prepare raised beds of 1 to 1.2 meter width, 10 to 15 centimeter height, and convenient length. Okay. So this is the bed, the size of the bed, and also the width and the height. What should be the height? Maintain 70 centimeter distance between the beds. So there are 3 number of beds. So between 2 beds, there must be the distance that is 70 centimeter between the beds. Seed rate. 3 to 4 kg seeds are required for 1 acre field. So in the nursery, that is a 200 meter square area that we are using as a nursery bed. So that require 3 to 4 kg of seeds to have seedlings of 1 acre field. That is the mainland, right? Now, seed treatment. Before sowing the seed, treat the seed with Bevestine at 2 gram per liter of water for 1 kg seeds, or in biofungicide by mixing 8 to 10 gram of trichoderma viridi in 50 ml of water for 1 kg seed to prevent damping of and other diseases. So to avoid the soil-borne diseases, what we are doing? We are treating the seeds with Bevestine at 2 gram per liter, right? 1 kg seeds, or in biofungicide. Biofungicide means trichoderma viridi. This is the biofungicide. It doesn't allow any other fungus to grow, which causes damping of root rot type of diseases or the collar rot of diseases. So this trichoderma can also be added as a biofungicide, right? Sowing. Now, sow the seeds in line at 5 to 7.5 centimeter apart at 1 centimeter depth. After sowing, cover the seeds with fine soil, powdered farmyard manure, or vermicompost. So once you sow the seed, now what you have to do? Cover that seed with fine soil and powdered farmyard manure or the vermicompost. You can put some vermicompost also, the compost that has been made with the help of worms. Give light irrigation. So you can give a splash of water over there. So that is the light irrigation, and drip or sprinkler system of irrigation can be adopted here. Okay. For the light irrigation, either you can go for the drip or the sprinkler system of irrigation. Cover the beds with the paddy straw or the sugarcane leaves or the grass to improve the germination by maintaining required moisture and the temperature. So cover the beds with paddy straw. You will take paddy straw, means the straw that is left after shedding of the seeds of the paddy, that is the rice. Okay, so that straw you can cover that. It maintains the moisture and warmth. And if you are not having that paddy straw, you can use sugarcane straw or grass, simple like any grass, to improve the germination by maintaining the required moisture as well as temperature for the seed germination. Now, drench the soil bed with the carbendazim 50% at 0.5 to 0.75 gram per liter water to prevent the damping off. So this is the chemical that you can use, right, to avoid the damping of disease. These are the diseases that occur at the seedling stage, right? Damping off. Now at 0.5 kg per bed, 15 is to 15 is to 15 NPK. This is the fertilizer. And after 10 days of sowing, if seedlings show the nutrient deficiency symptom, so any deficiency symptom you see in the seedling, you can add this NPK of the ratio. NPK means nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium fertilizer with the ratio of 15 is to 15 is to 15. So that can be added, right? So this is done to avoid any type of so this NPK 15 is to 15 is to 15 is added, right, to avoid any type of nutrient deficiency symptoms. Mulched grass or the straw can be removed after germination is completed. So you have covered that the nursery bed with, when you are sown the seed, you have covered it with the mulch grass or the straw, and that can be removed after the germination, means when the seed has been germinated. So this can be removed. Raising small bulblets for the green onion production. Okay, so this is the second type. This method is used for the production of green onions, bunching onion, which have the demand for the salad in early winter. So this is done in the winter season, and for this take small onion bulblets of kharif onion varieties raised in the previous season for the planting. So you must have seen it at your home also, and this particular season green leaves comes out from the bulb, so that can be sown to have this bunching onion. Prepare raised beds or the flat beds depending upon the soil type. Raised bed, that is the heavy soil, and the flat bed, that is the sandy soil. So for that, if you are having the raised heavy soil, then you can have the raised bed, and if you are having the sandy soil, then you can have the flat bed. 15 grams of seeds are sufficient for 1 meter square area of bed, that is 3 kg seeds is required for the total nursery area. Now sow them in the mid-Jan and Feb. In the mid of Jan and Feb, that can be sown and starting to get quality of the bulblets. So this time you can have the bulblets. Now the leaves of the plants in the nursery bed up to the April to May till their top fall. So leaves, or you can leave that plant, okay, and after that what will happen, the leaves of the bulb get fallen, and harvest the top and selected bulblets and store them by hanging method till July. So you can take out all those bulblets and you can hang them till July month. These stored small bulblets can be used for transplanting in the Kharif season for the raising green onion. So these bulblets will again, for the next season, it can be used for raising the green onion. So this is the method how to raise the bulblets for the green onion. Now, broadcasting or the direct sowing, seed rate 8 kg to 10 kg per acre, and the time of sowing is September to October. In case of big onion, sow the seed in line, that is the 30 centimeter apart. The seed, the distance of the seed should be 30 centimeter, and 30 centimeter within row and 30 centimeter within the plants. And later, thinning can be done to give the proper spacing for the bulb development. So once they are grown, if you find that they are very quite close to each other, then you can do the thinning process, that you can take out some of the onion bulbs and place at some other places. Now, in case of small onion, broadcast the seed in the small flat beds. Do hand hoeing after the sowing the seed to allow the seeds to reach 2.5 to 3 centimeter depth. So this is the depth at this seeds are sown, that is 2.5 to 3 centimeter, and this is done for the small size onion, right? Give light irrigation, splash of water, and then at 10 days interval weeding can be done. So along with this onion, some weeds also come out, so that can be removed. Land preparation for the main field. So we have to transfer it to the main field. So what we have to do, plow the field to a fine tilth and add 10 ton of farmyard manure at the time of the last plowing. So you have to plow the field and then you have to add 10 tons of the farmyard manure. Flat beds or broad bed furrows can be formed for the transplanting the seed. So as we have seen in the case of potato, that we made furrows, ridge and furrows. So in the furrows we can put the seeds like this, or the seedlings, when we transfer from the nursery to the mainland. Now prepare flat beds, 5 to 2 meter width and a 5 to 6 meter length. And for broad bed furrows, prepare the beds 120 centimeter width and 15 centimeter height with 45 centimeter furrow spacing between the two beds. So this can be done. Irrigate the bed before transplanting the seedlings. So we have to irrigate these beds before transplanting the seedlings, right? Now, transplanting seedling from the nursery. Now the seedling raised from the seed sown nursery will be ready for the transplanting within 6 to 7 weeks of sowing for the Kharif and 8 to 9 weeks for the Rabi. So suppose this is the Kharif crop, right? Then after 6 to 7 weeks you have sown, the plant is ready. And if it is a Rabi, then 8 to 9 weeks it takes to get the seedlings ready, and then it can be transferred to the mainland. Transplant the seedlings with the spacing of 15 centimeter between the rows and 10 centimeter between the plants. So this is the spacing that we should maintain while transferring the seedlings to the mainland. Water management, very important. Onion is mainly grown as an irrigated crop, right? So it is grown as an irrigated crop, and frequency of the irrigation depends upon the climatic condition and the soil type. What type of soil is there? What is the climatic condition? The irrigation depends upon that. Irrigate the field at the time of transplanting the seedling. and give another irrigation on the third day after the transplanting. So before the transplanting, you have to irrigate the field, and once you have transplanted the seedling, then after third day you have to give another irrigation. Then, depending upon the soil moisture, irrigate at an interval of 10 to 15 days. So what type of soil is present? According to that, after 10 to 15 days of interval, again we have to irrigate that. Stop irrigating the field 10 days before the harvest. Okay, so if we have to harvest after the 10 days, then today itself we have to stop the irrigating the field, and avoid over watering or the less watering, as it may affect the onion growth and the development. So an adequate type of irrigation must be given, not less or not more than that, and the drip or the sprinkler irrigation system can also be adopted for the irrigation purpose. It is important to keep the field free from the weeds during the initial growth stages, and apply oxyflurans, that is 23.5 EC at 200 ml per acre, followed by one hand weeding 45 days after the transplanting for the effective management. So you can use this oxyflurans to avoid the weeds, right? So this is a weedicide and used as a weed management. Crop rotation and mixed cropping. Onion can be grown as an intercrop with the sugarcane during the initial 5 months after the planting sugar. So this is the intercropping, that this is the sugarcane, then we can have onion, sugarcane, onion. So this is the intercropping pattern that can be adapted along with the sugarcane. They can be rotated with the legumes, corn, brassica, and solanaceous crop. So this is the crop rotation pattern. And onions are heavy feeders, can quickly deplete the soil of nutrients. So this is very important for the crop rotation. Rotating onion with the legume crops can help to replenish the soil with the nitrogen. So legume crops can fix the nitrogen, right? So we must follow this crop rotation pattern with the legume. So this time, if we are having the onion in one particular cropland, then another year we must grow some legume plants in that. Corn, on the other hand, is a non-host for the onion pest and diseases, which can help to reduce the buildup of these problems in the soil. So this can also be grown along with the onion crop, corn. Similarly, the rotating brassica and the solanaceous crop with the onion can help in maintaining the soil health and prevent the buildup of pests and diseases. Harvesting. Now, the time of harvesting depend on the purpose of for which the crop was planted. For dry onion, harvesting can be done in 5 months, while for green onions, harvesting can be done in 3 months after the harvesting. For harvesting rabi onion, the indication is 50% of the neck top falling over, and harvesting is done manually, uprooting the bulb. So manually we have to take out the bulb. But for the Kharif season, since the top does not fall over, the sign of harvest is change in color of the leaves. So we have to see the color of the leaves, and according to that, we have to decide whether we have to harvest this time or not. So during the hot days when the soil is hard, we hand hoe to pull out the bulbs, and spray the crop with the carbendazim 2 gram per liter of water, which will help harvest onion and protect from any fungal infections after the harvest. Curing. After harvesting, onions need to be cured to prolong the shelf life, for proper development of the skin color and remove field heat before the storage. So this is for the harvesting and how to cure that onion to improve the shelf life of that. So for curing, spread them out in the field direct exposure of sun by covering the onion bulbs with the foliage or other bulbs in the small heap. So we have to keep this onion in a spread form. Allow the onions to dry for 3 to 5 days until the leaves and the stems are completely dry and brittle. After complete drying, cut the leaves, leaving up about 2 to 2.5 centimeter tops above the bulb. Storage. Onions, once the onions are cured, they can be stored in a cool and dry locations, and it is an important to store them in a well ventilated area to prevent the mold or and rot. Onion can be stored for the several months if they are properly cured and stored. So this is all about this session, right? Thank you very much.